Why, hello there, people. It's me again, Underspoke Riders here. Just out here getting it in a little bit on the old 1977 El Camino. Got all the bushings out of all the trailing arms, upper and lower, and them are pretty much ready to be sandblasted. They're pretty much ready to go. Now it's time to move on to the A-arms. I did a video of how to remove bushings the poor man way, and actually I was going to remove that works for the trailing arms, and that works for these bushings here on all the A-arms, the upper and lower A-arms. You can still do it the poor man way, but the problem with that is that's only good for these bushings here. When it comes to this ball joint, that's a whole nother beast. There's really no quick poor man way to do the bottom ball joint. The bottom ball joint is pretty much pressed in there, and yeah, you're gonna have to get some kind of tool to do that. Now, here we go. I had to go to the good old Harbor Freight, and it was time for me to buy some more tools. So this video is mainly this quick update to show you what's going on, and a new tool video. I just picked this up a few hours ago. This is basically the ball joint service kit. This is something I needed. I could have rented it, but I didn't want to do that. I'm eventually go back and buy that spring compressor too. I just had to order it. At the time I didn't feel like waiting on it. I just wanted to get this stuff disassembled so I can get going on it. But this is what I got. If you're wondering why I got it, the ball joint kit for a 4-wheel drive, a couple reasons. But for one, the regular one only came with this and these 3 pieces, and yeah, it come with this. The regular one only came with these 3 pieces, and these 2 pieces. It didn't come with these 3. So I figured, I took them both out the package and lined them up, and the 3 pieces that the other one came with were these exactly the same. And this was exactly the same, and this was exactly the same. So I figured I might as well spend the extra $10, and then I get the 2 extra pieces. I could get the 3 extra pieces actually. And then also, you know, I might as well spend the extra $10. That way I can still use it for my El Camino. But also, if my brother ever busts a ball joint or have to change a ball joint in his Tahoe, we could use it for that also, because it's 4-wheel drive. And if we need to change something in this Escalade, we can use it, because I think it's all-wheel drive. So, you know, I figured, I don't know if it's going to work for that, but I know this kit will work for this 4x4 2-door Tahoe. I can also use it for my El Camino over here. So that's why I got the 4-wheel drive ball joint service kit. So also, I got something else that I've always wanted. Is a stamping set. This is like it's a 36-piece stamping set. It has all the letters in the alphabet, and it also has all the numbers and the and sign. So what I'm going to do, what my plan is to do with this, not get grease everywhere, but okay. That's why I hate messing with these ball joint stuff, because you get, you know, grease everywhere. But anyway, back to the stamping set. I also picked up the stamping set because what I want to do is, instead of having like marking these A-arms with a tape, like I got everything marked, passenger side, you know, driver side, and you see all these pieces here. These are all marked on what side they go and what does what, so I put everything back the way it came from. So instead of having this tape was just temporary. I'm gonna use that stamping set, and somewhere on the A-arm, somewhere on all these pieces, is stamp it somewhere to where, I mean, you can't really see it, but I can see it. But, you know, not to where it'll be shown, but I'm basically going to stamp the parts. Passenger side, driver side, and this and that. I basically can put anything I want to. So I figured, you know, I always wanted this little thing. So, I can get rid of this tape, and I ain't got to worry about sandblasting it off. I just saw it stamped on here. So, picked up the stamping set. Picked up this. I didn't get this from Harbor Freight. I'll get to that later. But this is the last piece I got from Harbor Freight today. I got these double end flare nut wrench set. This was on sale, so I got this. This is what I should have had when I did my Cutlass, taking the hard lines off the brakes, the brake hard lines. When I did my Cutlass, I didn't have this, so all my hardline nuts are pretty much stripped. I had to take them off with a vice grip, and I'll have to replace them now. So I didn't want to go that route with my El Camino. Even though I'm not doing brakes right at this time, I will need this. So I got this, picked up this little, nice little hardline wrench set to do the brake fittings or whatnot. So definitely got that. I picked that up today too, and I went to the paint supply store. I've been going back and forth. I went to the paint supply store and got these three little red Scotch-Brites. Ain't nothing. That's just for scuffing purposes. That was cheap, but I got this stuff here. For the past week now, I've been going back and forth, tossing and turning at night, trying to figure out what am I going to use to paint these parts. What am I going to use to do the wheel wells? What am I going to use to do the little, you know, portion of the frame? And I was going back to use some Eastwood chassis black paint, but the stuff was kind of, at the end of the day, it was kind of high dollar. It was like, for what I wanted, I wasn't going to get the stuff in the aerosol can. I was going to get the 2K high build stuff. And at the end of the day, the kit was like, with the paint, it was like a quart of paint and a quart of primer, and it was like $100, you know, for the quart. And I know I needed a lot more than the quart to do all these pieces and do all these the frame and to do, you know, to basically do everything I want. I needed more than the quart. So I figured, you know, and then I was like, I didn't want to get too deep into it with the you know, best of the best undercarriage paint, because that's something I'm gonna do if I do a frame off, you know. So I know I didn't want to get that deep into it, because I didn't want to just, you know, paint half the frame and then the other half is still, you know, solid or still messed up. So that way when I do the frame off, it all has to be stripped off anyway. So I didn't want to go that route. So then I was thinking about the Pour 15, but the Pour 15 was kind of expensive too when you get the whole gallon and then you order the prep and all the other stuff that goes with it. It was getting kind of up there. So I went to my paint supply store guy. He told me, oh yeah, we got some stuff that we can mix you, like a custom mix chassis paint. And he said, this is I'm gonna see what it do. This was pretty cheap. This was like $40 for the gallon. So I mean, I know you get what you pay for, but for what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to get it, you know, better than the rusty look. And I want to get the car back on the road quick. And then when it's time to do a frame off, I don't mind stripping off some $40 paint, you know. But if I invest $250, $300 in to do my whole chassis, you know, for the paint for the chassis, and it ain't even doing the whole thing, I wouldn't want to strip that off. So I got this. He claims that you just pour this straight in the gun and it's ready to go. You don't have to mix it, you don't have to reduce it, you don't have to do nothing. And apparently he's also claiming, he was making some big claims on this stuff. He claims that all I would have to do is power wash all underneath this car and power wash anything about the paint and spray this stuff on there, and it'll stick forever. So, well, it'll stick for a long time. He didn't say forever, but it'll stick, he says. And I said, wow, that's pretty impressive. Now, I'll be doing a little bit more than power washing. I'm at least going to sand it down and make it smooth. So apparently this stuff you just pour it straight in the gun. It's ready to spray. So this is a commercial performance coating. I've never heard of it before, but you know, for 40 bucks, I'm about to give it a try, and I'll let you know. How it turns out. If it doesn't turn out good, I mean, it can't. Oh, it's not a high gloss black. It's a satin black, he said. So I figure, you know, I'll save a few dollars and do it like that and show you, and then we'll see how it turns out. We'll see what happens with this undercarriage paint. He was making some awful high claims, but I've been dealing with this paint supply store ever since I moved to Arizona, and they haven't let me down yet. So if he says it's gonna work, it should work. I don't know about this. I don't know about the whole just pressure wash it and spray it'll stick thing, but oh, he also said that it don't need no primer, and it'll stick to just straight bare metal. It's just ready to go. So we'll see what's gonna happen on that one after I sandblast them pieces. Okay, what's up there, people? 100 Spoke Riders here. Oh, let me get a little light for you. Working at night here. This has been a tough battle, man. This is my first time actually using this style of ball joint remover to figure this out, you know, because of course I got it from Harbor Freight, so the instructions are kind of they're kind of so-so, they're kind of janky. It took me a while to figure out what piece goes where, because you got a piece right there. Well, I can't really do this because I'm holding the camera and the light at the same time, but this is pretty much it. I already started. The ball joint is starting to come out. Let's see if I can do this. You can see here it's kind of broke free a little bit. It's like at the stop and get some footage of this so I can remember how everything goes. It took me a while to figure out where this piece and this piece and this piece goes and how to set this up to get this ball joint out, you know? Alright, it's rolling. You gotta hold the camera. Alright, let's see folks, I'm gonna back up a little bit. What am I doing here? Oh. Alright, the first ball joint being broken. Or the first ball joint being disassembled. Voila! There it is. The very first lower ball joint I've ever punched out in my life with a brand new ball joint press. Not too bad for the old Harbor Freight. Alright, sir, thank you for your assistance. I got my brother out here holding the camera and the light for me for that moment. Anything you want to say to the YouTube subscribers and friends? Oh, he shut the light on me and walked away. Lazy Bubba Clock. Come on, it's hot. Oh, he wants to be in the house with the AC. Come on now. Well, there it is. I'm happy. I'm happy with it for sure. So that's that on that. It is kind of hot out here, but you know, when I'm filming I have to turn the fan off because that's too much noise for the film. But there it is. I'm happy. This was luckily I got my brother to get off the couch, stop watching TV, and come out here and hold this damn camera and light for me so you guys could be with me on this journey, experience this with me for the first time. The U.S. General 4-wheel drive ball joint service kits definitely get the 100 Spoke Riders approval. Bottom ball joint is out. That's the hardest one. Came out like butter. The rest of them should be easy now that I know what I'm doing. And there you have it. One ball joint down, one more lower to go, and 2 uppers. I'm on my way though. I got the tools I need now, so everything else is gravy. Alright, y'all. Just in the garage right now, bumping these oldies. Working on this old El Camino, trying to take one baby step forward. Underspoke Riders, signing out with no ball joint in my lower A arm. Alright, y'all, to the next episode.